You are sitting in a parked sedan outside a mid-tier pharmaceutical headquarters at 3 a.m. In your lap, a thermal scanner glows with a pale, ghostly light. You watch a heat signature move across the 3rd floor. That office should be vacant. The silence is broken by a metallic click in your earpiece. An encrypted transmission confirms the breach. You aren't a thief, and you aren't the police. You are on the company's secret payroll to test their own leaks. You are holding a $50,000 signal jammer. You used to be a standard security guard. Now, you are a ghost in the corporate machine. How did you end up holding the keys to the kingdom? Level 1, the open source analyst. You spend 10 hours a day staring at a blue screen. Your workspace is a cubicle in a nondescript office park. You are a researcher for a firm like Kroll or FTI Consulting. Your weapon isn't a gun, it's a high-speed internet connection. 90% of global intelligence comes from public records. This is OSINT, open source intelligence. You are currently hunting a rival executive. You scroll through thousands of Instagram geotags from a luxury resort. In the background of a cocktail photo, you see it. A prototype tablet sits on a teak table. It's blurry, but it's enough for the board. You cross-reference the photo with LinkedIn career shifts. The puzzle pieces click together with a single keystroke. You feel a strange surge of power in your chest. This executive has no idea you are watching him. You've mapped his habits, his mistress, and his hidden debts. Every digital footprint is a breadcrumb leading to his ruin. You realize that private is just a word people use to feel safe. It is an illusion you are paid to shatter. But staring at screens doesn't pay the real bills. Level 2, the trash doctor. The air is cold and smells of rotting citrus. You are standing in a dark alley behind a skyscraper. You aren't looking for food or spare change. You are looking for scavenged assets left by the careless. In the industry, this is called dumpster diving. It is a legal grey area known as scavenging. Once trash hits the curb, it is often abandoned property. You pull out a heavy bag of shredded documents. Your fingers are stained with coffee grounds and grime. Back at the safe house, you spend all night taping. You are piecing together a discarded flight itinerary. It's for a CEO's secret merger meeting in Zurich. If your client gets this, they can short the stock. They will make millions while the target loses everything. You feel degraded, shivering in your damp, oily clothes. You are a professional scavenger living in the shadows. If the police roll up, your employer will vanish. They will deny you ever existed on their books. You're in the dirt now, but the view is getting clearer. Level 3, the social engineer. You are standing in a marble lobby wearing a tailored suit. You have a fake ID badge and a box of donuts. You look like you belong in this high-rise. More importantly, you look like you're doing someone a favor. This is pretexting. You've created a fabricated scenario to bypass security. You tell the receptionist you're from IT for an emergency patch. She smiles, takes a donut, and lets you through. You walk into a private office and plug in a drive. Your heart is hammering against your ribs like a bird. The adrenaline is a drug more potent than any powder. For 5 minutes, you are a completely different person. You walk out with a mirror image of their drive. The receptionist waves goodbye as you exit the glass doors. You've just stolen 20 years of research for $20. Lying is easy when you're paid to be a stranger. But playing dress-up is nothing compared to the hardware. Level 4, the technical surveillance specialist. You are no longer using donuts to get what you want. You are using silicon, radio waves, and silent frequencies. You are part of a TSCM team, technical surveillance countermeasures. Usually, these teams are hired to find hidden bugs. Tonight, you're the one planting the ears in the room. You enter a high-rise office as a late-night cleaner. You aren't sweeping floors, you're using a non-linear junction detector. It finds hidden electronics even if they are powered down. You install a pineapple router behind a heavy ventilation grate. Every Wi-Fi signal in this building now flows through you. You sit in your van across the street, wearing headphones. You hear a private conversation between two high-level directors. They are talking about faking their latest clinical trial data. You realize your employer is just as corrupt as the target. You are the silent witness to a billion-dollar crime. You feel professional, cold, and entirely disconnected from the world. Silence is your most expensive product, and you're selling out. Level 5, the black bag operative. The world has gone dark and the stakes are lethal. You are wearing tactical black, standing before a high-security lock. This is a black bag job, a covert entry. If you are caught, there is no legal shield. There is only a prison cell and a long silence. You use a bypass tool to trick the magnetic strike. You have exactly 120 seconds to move. The guard's patrol is mapped to the single second. You move like a shadow through the quiet server room. You aren't just copying files anymore, you're swapping out hardware. You look up and see a CCTV camera you missed. It begins to rotate toward your position in the dark. The red light blinks like a steady, mocking heartbeat. You freeze, waiting for the sirens to tear the night. They don't come, someone on the inside killed the feed. You realize you are just a pawn in a larger game. You don't exist on the payroll anymore, you are a ghost. Level 6, the ghost in the boardroom. You have reached the inner circle of the private world. You don't wear a mask or carry a lockpick anymore. You are hired by a rival corporation as a consultant. They gave you a corner office and a retirement plan. They trust you with their 5-year strategic plan for growth. You are a ghost, a double agent embedded for years. Every memo you read is forwarded to a shell company. Every secret you hear is sold before the meeting ends. But you start to like the people you're destroying. You know their children's names and their weekend plans. You find evidence of a safety flaw in a new drug. Reporting it saves lives but ruins your career and firm. If you stay silent, you become a multimillionaire in months. You look at your reflection in the glass and wonder who's there. You are a high-stakes parasite living in a luxury host. Your life is a lie built on a foundation of theft. You're one of them now, until you're not. Ending. The money is in the offshore account, finally cleared. You've retired to a place where nobody knows your name. But the habits don't go away with the job title. You still check the vents in every hotel room you enter. You still scan the street for cars parked too long. You sit in a parked sedan at 3 a.m. But this time, you aren't looking at the building windows. You're looking in the rearview mirror, watching the dark street. A car pulls up 2 spaces behind yours, lights off. A young man sits inside, staring at a thermal scanner. He looks exactly like you did when you first started. He is level 1, and you are the new target. The system doesn't have an exit, only a new cycle. The door handle clicks, and the air turns very cold. The debt always comes due in the private world. And tonight, you're the one paying the bill.